Good morning, all Atmas. Today, under Atma Siddhi Yoga, the first step before we go to our inner cleansing to the real path of self cleansing of the chakras and then go to Samadhi meditation. The first stage of meditation, the first stage of yogic step is to gain the yogic power which our ancient yogis have given to us. Only when we gain the divine power in us as a common man, then we will become eligible to gain the inner power from inside us. First we have to gain from outer, external yogic methods which our ancient yogis have given to us by worship of the deities, and gain the divine knowledge, divine power from each of the various deities in our temples. When this is imbibed in us, then we will become eligible to do the inner cleansing and self-realization path. We have to go inside for achieving the real inner peace in us. So in that respect, we have seen in the temples above the Tepakulam, Gopuram, then Ganapati, then Saravana, then Ayyappa, the worship. So Ganapati removes ego, pride, and give Atma Bhoj. Saravana gives removal of all evil in the six senses and give protection against the evil from six senses from the external souls. Ayyappa gives celibacy and remove the lust, pernicious thought, perversion, obsession, all these things. The next god we see in the temple is Anjaneya. See, Anjaneya is a great devotee of Lord Rama. So from Anjaneya, why the Anjaneya was kept is, Anjaneya they kept as a form of monkey, like Ganapati, where we have the elephant face. Here and for Anjaneya they have kept the monkey face, Vanaras, mainly because after completing the animal life, the man enters into the human form is taken, and in the human form all the animal instinct has to be left before we enter to enter the godly state. So to show that animal, monkey though is a part of animal, how the divinity in monkey is brought out to show that we have the divine power in us. So the divine power has to be emancipated in us so that we go to the sky level of bringing out our inherent talents. That's what Anjaneya depiction in the yogic philosophy shows. What the yogic power we gain from Anjaneya is, he removes the doubt from us, the inner doubt in us. Because of our past experiences in the various evolution, we have the fear of death. He removes the fear and gives boldness. And he brings out our inherent talents and develops self-confidence, boldness, and self-determination to achieve our goal. How this has been predicted, how this has been told to the mankind is through the depiction of the episode of Anjaneya in Ramayana. See, in Ramayana, Rama knows the power of Anjaneya. So when he was about to, because Sita was already kidnapped by Ravana, and she was kept at Ashokavana. Now Rama gets ready to go to Lanka to capture Sita after defeating Ravana. So for that, since she is worried because she doesn't know how to reach Rama and Rama doesn't know how to reach Sita, now there should be an avenue to tell Sita that Rama is coming. So he wants to send somebody to Lanka to tell Sita about his coming. So he decides whom to send. Then he identifies the power of Anjaneya. Then he calls Anjaneya. Anjaneya, you have to do and what is it? You have to take my ring and give it to, go to Lanka and give it to Sita. and tell her that your Swami Rama is coming all the way to Lanka to capture, to defeat Ravana and then relieve you from the clutches of his imprisonment and take you away with him. You have to tell her about this so that she can feel confident. And he gives the Chudamani to him, the ring to him. Since his Lord has told her, he just accepts with all the obedience. And then he comes out. He was totally worried. How can I go? Because I have to cross this sea to reach Lanka. How it is possible for me to cross this sea? He could not say anything before Rama. He just comes out and feels dejected. How can I go? Because he doubts about his own talents and he doesn't know his real talents in him. Then Jambavant is the guru of all Vanaras. So he observes the dejection of Anjaneya and come near me, what is the problem, why you are so dejected? Then Anjaneya tells, Rama has given this ring and asked to go to Lanka and give this ring to Sita and tell that Rama is coming to take you. Then how can I go? I was totally dejected. How can I cross this sea and go to Lanka? I don't have that capacity to cross it. That's why I am worried. I could not say to him anything because he is our king and I have to obey him. Jambavant knows the power of Anjaneya. No, you regard that you can do that, you regard the power. No, for this you have to do one thing. You just sit calmly in the Padmasana and sit on meditation, close your eyes. Now, in the center of your heart, who is your Lord? Rama, okay. You visualize in the center of your heart Rama. Okay, Rama and Sita, the center of your heart. Now, what you have to do is, you chant the mantra Ram, Ram, Ram. You just chant it. Ram is a bijakshara that from Anahata Chakra that expands the energy. From the center to the entire body it expands. Because Ram is here in the center of the heart. So, when you chant each mantra Ram, you start expanding, not the physical body, actually this astral body, the energy body expands. It expands to the sky. Each chant of mantra Ram, you observe that his body is expanding. And to enhance this power of Anjaneya, Jambavant calls all the Vanaras to surround Anjaneya and chant the mantra Ram. When the mantra Ram is reverberated with all the vibrations from various people, Ram, Ram, Ram. When the vibrations multiply several times, what happens? It activates the energy body very terribly. The Manipura Chakra, where the fear is there, it vanishes and it develops confidence in you. The Atma Balam, Manobalam develops in the Anahata Chakra. So the entire chakras get activated, totally activated when the chant of mantra Ram. Starting from heart, the entire body will be filled with divinity and the negative factor of fear goes off, insecurity goes off, and you build a lot of boldness. So when the chant of mantra Ram, 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 Ram goes on, the size of Anjaneya, that is not physical, actually, is Atma Balam develops to the sky level. She develops a lot of confidence in him. And that confidence builds him, the self-confidence and self-determination. Yes, now I got the capacity to go, fly to Lanka and give this ring to Sita Devi. So the chanting multiplies and builds up the lot of self-confidence, self-determination, boldness, and brings out his inherent talents out, and that destroys his fear, insecurity, everything. All the tamasic gunas gets destroyed, and divine gunas multiplies manifold by the chant of mantra Ram, 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 Ram. When you say Ram, you see that like a pumping air in the balloon. One pump it expands, another pump expands. So each pump refers to Ram. Ram expands, Ram expands, Ram expands. Like that it starts expanding to infinity. Infinity that. The astral body, the aura increases by the more chanting of Ram. So that is the power of Anjaneya. So he rises to the sky level, his confidence level rises to the sky level. His determination power rises to the, immediately he flies and reaches Lanka and hand over the Chudamani and tells. And of course, subsequently what happens, Ramayana, that is next step. But our focus is on how the psychological powers in Anjaneya was emancipated by the chant of mantra Ram. So like that, the Anjaneya is the remover of doubt in us, remover of fear in us. And he bestows confidence, boldness, self-determination, devotion, dedication. Because he is a great devotee of Lord Rama. So dedication, devotion, interest, involvement, self-determination, self-confidence, and removal of fear, doubtfulness in them. Everything he takes care. By what? By chant of mantra Ram. So when you chant the mantra Ram, 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 all the negative goes and positive develops in you. That is the power of Anjaneya, and that we can build in. The inherent powers we can bring it out by simple chant of mantra Ram. I keep the Mudra and Chin Mudra, I told already, physical body, astral body, mind, mind and buddhi, Atma, Paramatma. When you keep this, Atma merges into Paramatma. When this physical body, astral body, mind, buddhi synchronizes. So keep it in this, close your eyes and chant the mantra Ram by seeing the Paramatma inside. As you chant mantra Ram, 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 visualize that your astral body is expanding to infinity. So this develops your tremendous confidence power. You bring out your inherent skill that enables to reach the sky level. That is the power you have inside you. Just like Anjaneya. We don't know our own power. Anjaneya doesn't know his own power. Jambavant identifies by chant of mantra Ram. By chanting the mantra Ram, his inherent powers comes out. Similarly, each and every person, first they should do, while going around, once they enter the sanctum sanctorum of Anjaneya, just close their eyes, see him, then close the eyes, chant the mantra Ram, Ram. Visualize, just surrender their waves from the eyes to the feet of Anjaneya, and Anjaneya giving the power. See, here Anjaneya is there, and here you are there in the temple. So just surrender to him. So he will give the power, Ram. So the entire body expands like this. He is the giver of power to expand your energy body to infinity. So your inherent powers comes out, your boldness develops, your confidence develops, your self-determination develops. All the positive divine factors develops in you and removes the negative factor of doubtfulness on you, your fear, your insecurity, your shyness, all this will go off. He is the bestower of the divine power in you. So once you surrender to him, he bestows with all these powers, divine powers in you, that enables to expand to that level. So one has to develop these divine qualities in them by worship of Anjaneya. So just close your eyes before Anjaneya and chant the mantra Ram, 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 Ram. Visualize that your body is expanding to infinity. Your intelligence, your inherent powers, everything expands. Then Harati, visualize that you are surrounding him and merging in him. Then go on Pradakshina chanting the mantra Ram. By the chant of mantra Ram, you are gaining your divine power in you. Your self-confidence, self-determination, all the positive divine traits will develop in you by worship of Anjaneya. That is the power. So worship this Anjaneya with this method so that you develop the yogic power in you, in bringing out your inherent talents, in building your confidence level, determination level, and achieve anything, any goal in life successfully and reach greater heights. We will see the next idol deity, the power of Saraswati and other deities in our next session.